Okay, it's beer o'clock again on the Real Ale Guide. Today's beer is a beer from Ridgeway Brewing Company, and it is the Bad King John. A very English black ale. Not really sure who Bad King John was, but there's a picture there of a woman hung up there by her neck, and he's slaughtering somebody on his horse. Plain gold cap. Not had anything from the Ridgeway Brewing Company before, so looking forward to this one. It is 6% ABV. Now, I've had this a while, but because it was 6% ABV, I knew it was a nice dark beer. Anything around that region, 6%, like you can age your beer, and I wanted to age this one to really maximise the flavours and round it off a bit. One finger head, off white, creamy. Looks like a black ale. Loads of, you could almost, well, there's a hint of a tint, there we go, just a hint of amber in the bottom of the glass, which it almost, you look at it after reviewing so many different beers, you kind of know in your mind what it could taste like. Don't know for sure, but let's get a nose. Loads of big roasted malts, chocolate and coffee, caramel, slightly vinous, dark fruits. Oh, I'm going to get in. Cheers, everyone. Oh, that's nice. That is really nice. Nice levels of carbonation. Was the first thing I got. It wasn't overly carbonated, just nicely sprung around on the inside of my mouth, on my tongue. It's a nice balance between the vinous characters I got in the nose, follows through in the taste. But it balances very, very well with the chocolate and the roasted malts and the coffee that you get in the beer. It doesn't sway too vinous or too chocolate roasty coffee. It's bang and bang. The tastes are very close together, and I think that's from the carbonation. As I said, it just helps to release all the flavours quicker. It's just nice. It's nice. I've chilled it a little bit. This type of beer for me, I was in a pub yesterday, tried a beer, didn't really like it. The only other thing then was Worthington's, Carlin, that type of thing. It was a family do, kids' birthday party where we go to this pub because it's got facilities for children, and the only other thing was Guinness, so I thought, right, let's have a pint of Guinness on cask, on draft. I've not had a pint of Guinness in a pub on draft for probably about 7 years, and it was the most boring, bland stout I've ever tried in my life. And they've somehow well, it's not somehow, they've marketed it to be in everyone's minds when they watch television. And the moral of the story, really, coming back to this, is go and try something different. Okay, 6% ABV. It's probably, well, I'd enjoy 3. maybe 4-6%, as long as you're not rushing them down. The moral of the story, going back to it, it's got so much more flavour in a beer like this from a much smaller organisation. It's probably a craft brewery. They produce so many barrels a week. They put care, they put their effort, they put their time, they put their excitement and enthusiasm into brewing beers like this. And I'd much prefer to drink a beer of this quality over something like a Guinness. Guinness, oh, it was nothing to it whatsoever. It's a real shame. It's a real shame, because I've spoken to old brewers and older generations who've said years ago Guinness was a smashing drink, and it would have had to be, because you don't develop a name like that if it's a bad beer to start off with. It must have been good years ago, but looking at Guinness now in this day and age, it's a sorry form of its former self. Sorry state. Anyway, I cannot stand here talking about Guinness. I've got a lovely pint of Ridgeway's Bad King John. We'll have another taste, get some more flavours. As you can see, I've been talking for a few minutes and it's half gone. It's really nice. Loads of roasted coffee flavours, again with caramel, toffee, it's vinous. It's a beautiful drink, Okay, Bad King John is black, bitter, intense, like the ruthless man it honours. Do not come here looking for subtlety. It's bottle conditioned live yeast. It's put in the bottom of each bottle. Let's see if there's anything, not too much in there to show off there. It's quite a clear beer. Sometimes you get a lot of sediment in a beer. Don't take this our word for it, go and try the beer. Yeah, it's very nice. I'd like to give a website if there's one on here. Unfortunately though, I don't think there is. Oh well. But a lot of history in the beer. I love the history with beer. I love picking up bottles, reading little stories on the beers. It's so interesting. It's a topic in my mind that I think will never ever always make me excited to drink good beer and read little stories about the UK and the world's history. Final taste and a rating then. For me, Ridgeway's Bad King John gets an extremely solid 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for the Real Ale Guide. I would jump at the chance to buy this beer on cask, to give it a go. I'm at the Great British Beer Festival in a week and a half's time. I'll probably be looking to try this on cask if they've got it. The guys at Ridgeway, if you want to, I'm Real Ale Today on Twitter. If you want to contact me before GBBF, tell me where you're going to be in there, and I'll come and join you for a beer. Or come to the Brain Stand where I'll be pulling my own Barry Island IPA. Okay, 8 out of 10 for Real Ale Guide. Put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe if you like, and cheers.